What is going on, Shadow Army? It's your boy Shadowstorm here with another podcast video. Today, being in the season and spirits of Christmas, is of course going to be Christmas related, where me and my guests talk about Christmas related topics such as our favorite movies, foods, candies, traditions, songs, and all of that jazz. And today I only have Mystic Sparkle Wings with me. Unfortunately, our co-host or co-podcast member is unfortunately not here and available. He was super busy. He just got a brand new dog. So with that being said, go show him some love in the comments below. May I wish him Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And if that's all, I will get right into it. And I guess, are you excited for Christmas, Mystic?
Oh yeah, especially because I know a couple of things that are, this is gonna make me sound like a vain person. I know a couple of things I'm supposed to be getting that I am just frothing at the mouth to get my paws on.
I know quite a few things that I'm getting to. Of course, one of them I had a lot of issues with, and we had to return because the wood framing was jacked up and it was chipped and all of that. So, and that being a futon is the object in question, so we have to find a new one somewhere. And I'm also getting some like pop figures, which, if for those of you who don't know, that's sort of like a chibi-ish style, small bodies, fat heads. And they're little figures. They can be like Predator, Doctor Who, any type of theme or character. And I'm also getting a lot of candy because who doesn't love candy, right?
I know I've got lots of art supply things. I've got a very expensive set of pencils that I kept been waiting for a very, very long time to get those pencils.
Still no Copics, I'm assuming.
I mean, I was trying to not be like too greedy and like asking for stuff. So, but my birthday is in January, so
True.
maybe. But it's like it's kind of our thing in our house where we try to get what each other actually asks for, and not just like stuff that we don't even know if the other person's gonna like.
In
So
other words, you try not to guess.
yeah,
Huh.
like me and my brother usually make lists to either that or we're involved in the purchasing, and it's like, okay, you have
That's
to
the
help us
same.
with this, but
We are the same way. We make lists on what we want, what exactly we want and stuff, and our parents choose from there. My mom usually buys a lot of her own stuff from work because she has employee discount and all that. And of course, there's the good old military discount. Even though it's only 10%, it's still something.
yeah, and hey, everybody likes not having to pay as much money for something, even if it's only 10% less.
True. And of course, if you use coupons, that makes it even better.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we can start with our first category, Christmas movies and shows, our favorites. For me, I didn't, for any of these categories, I couldn't really come up with the favorites because there's just so many that I could list. So I just went with the first ones that came to mind. For example, Elf with Will Ferrell. It's one of our traditions as well that we watch it every year together as a family. It's really funny and I always love it, especially the part where he mixes all of that food and spaghetti together.
I
And
have to
another
make
one,
a face.
yeah, and another one is, I don't know if it would technically count as a Christmas movie, even though it has Father Christmas in it, Rise of the Guardians, because I
I think you
really
can
love that.
count that.
And of course, Charlie Brown Christmas show, our episode.
Oh yeah, everybody loves the Charlie Brown specials for like every holiday. I'm just not a fan of like, I think I'm burnt out on them because my mom watches a lot of them. I'm not really a big fan of like live action Christmas movies. I like the animated stuff. Which
Oh, gee darn it. In the words of that one guy from that one scene from movie, oh, gee darn it. I forgot to start playing the Christmas background music. Ha! Gigi, 10 out of 10 YouTube skills.
I mean, hey, nobody's perfect. Even the people that are like super like it's their job and everything make mistakes.
Can you hear that?
But actually, one of my favorites that nobody is going to know anything about.
All right.
There was this sitcom in the 90s called Dinosaurs, and I say sitcom, but it wasn't a sitcom like we think of a sitcom necessarily, because they like Jim Henson had his hands in this. They were like it was a family of dinosaurs, as the name would imply. It's called Dinosaurs, and they had a Christmas special, and it's called Refrigerator Day. And we just watched it the other night. I really love that because it's really funny, because it does a really good job of highlighting how much they are both like humans and not like humans, because they're supposed to be dinosaurs. So I really like that one. I also really like the claymation Christmas movies, but I think my favorite.
Oh yeah.
I think my favorite's probably Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I really like the music in that one.
I think my favorite claymation would be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Island of the Misfit Toys.
Yeah.
Memories. I feel old now.
Don't get me started. And then there's also this one. I have no idea why we watched it, but we watched it when we went to DC when I was in 6th grade on the way up there. It's called Annabelle's Wish, and it's so cute. It's a little sad, but it's like really, really cute. It's about a cow and a little boy, and it's so cute. It's Annabelle's Wish.
When you said Annabelle's Wish, all I could think of was the doll Annabelle from the Annabelle movie, and say just Christmas themed.
No, not like that at all.
Huh.
It was funny though when we were looking for it to see if it was on the on-demand movies. That was what came up was the horror movie, and I'm like, that's not it.
Probably because it's so recent and current.
Mm-hmm.
I guess for my favorite Christmas foods, of course, like I said, I can't think of favorites, but I don't really have a favorite, like actual food, but this year for Christmas dinner we are having pot roast, and I love roast. I love meat, well, certain kind of meat.
I'm glad you like roast. I'm not usually a roast person myself. I don't really have like a favorite Christmas like food, like an entree, but I mean we usually make these Christmas sugar cookies, and I really like those. So I guess that's my favorite, really, that I can say is Christmas cookies.
Huh. Well, that would be our next topic. Favorite candy and cookies. Of course, for me, every year I get a chocolate orange. I don't know how I would explain the taste of that. It's definitely in the shape of an orange, in the size of an orange, and you have to like whack it really hard on the table in order to break it into these slices and stuff, and it's really good. I recommend it. Let's see, candy canes, cherry flavored, which would be the rainbow ones, like I gave you and Zach. Chocolate chip cookies and peanut butter cookies with chocolate kisses on top.
Yeah, I like the candy canes like that. I'll reiterate this for the benefit of the podcast listeners. Like, mint stuff like burns my mouth. Or like non-mint candy canes.
Yeah. Huh.
And I mean, everybody likes like the candies that are like you can get them all year round, but now they have Christmas wrapping. Or like Reese's, they do like the trees, like they shape them into trees for the holidays.
Oh yeah.
There was something else I wanted to include in that, and I had it and I lost it. I'd say every year when we have made a gingerbread house, nobody wants to eat it because it's so pretty, and then it doesn't get eaten, so we don't really have gingerbread in this house anymore. Oh, hot
I
chocolate!
love gingerbread.
Gotta have hot chocolate, or like the Starbucks or Krispy Kreme like special holiday stuff. Gotta have
Oh
that.
yeah. Of course. There are some candies that I like. I tried York peppermint patties. They're okay. Let's see.
This is your brain when you enjoy a sweet,
I
nice
do
sleep on
like
a Nectar
gingerbread cookies, but
mattress.
sometimes we also make
This is your
Christmassy
brain when you sleep on a
s'mores.
regular mattress.
Oh, of course. Oh yeah,
On
Rice
Nectar
Krispie
mattresses,
treats
unique
with
technology provides you
Christmas
with a good,
colored Rice
solid sleep,
Krispies.
which is much needed for your brain to properly
We love
function.
making those.
Not getting enough sleep can actually hurt your brain.
Oh, that makes me think of years ago, years ago. I don't think they've ever had them again. There was like one year around Christmas time, they came out with this Rice Krispie cereal that was called Berry Krispies around Christmas time. It was so good.
I guess that brings us to Christmas. Ah, wow, we're going through the list very fast. Christmas traditions. I love decorating. Decorating is one of my all-time favorite parts of Christmas. One of them, obviously. I just love decorating the tree, decorating the house with my dad and stuff, and helping out. It's a lot of fun.
I usually like decorating, but sometimes my mom likes to make a little bit too much of an ordeal out of it for my taste. Um, but I like it for the most part.
I
Um,
guess it's because I love interior designing that I love decorating so much.
you need to get Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer when you get a 3DS then.
I'll
Because
add that to my list to check
it,
out.
it's all interior design, and I have it, and I have spent way too much time playing that game.
Of course, I also love baking and cooking with my mom. I love making food and stuff.
Yeah, I mentioned we usually make sugar cookies. That's kind of one of our traditions that we do. Um, and that's always fun. And like when we get to eat the cookies, of course.
Yeah.
Um, I also we've kind of started a new one because of me, because we went to the this big Dollar Tree, and it was around Christmas time a couple years ago. They had this Christmas pickle.
What the heck?
Like an ornament. It's made of
Oh,
plastic and it's really glittery. And it had like this whole little story on the cardboard about how it was like an old I think German tradition
I
to
saw that thing at our dollar store
yeah,
on Spence Avenue.
yeah, it was just so cute and kind of funny to me. And I was like, I want to do this. I want to be a part of this because I really like uh sour pickles. So I'm like, this has to be a thing. So we got one. And so now that's kind of been like a new tradition that we've started. And so my mom hides it on the tree, and then whoever finds it first, which is usually me because I'm the one that cares the most about it, gets to open their presents first.
Ha! We don't really have a system. It doesn't really matter who. We don't open our presents first. I open one, then my sister opens one, then we open them together, basically.
Yeah, we used to not before the pickle. We didn't really have like a set system. We all just kind of started opening things. I mean, usually me and my brother would go first because my mom wants to take pictures, but beyond that, we didn't really have a system before. But I don't know. I'm just so over the moon about like there is a Christmas pickle.
Huh. Yeah, I just thought it was weird. I guess another tradition I like is obviously what everyone does that celebrates Christmas, opening presents.
Well, yeah,
Huh.
I think that's most people's favorite part of the holiday, especially getting to rip into some wrapping paper and be destructive, and then you get something that hopefully you wanted out of it too. Like, that's
Yeah.
great.
Of course, watching shows and movies, another Christmas tradition, especially the Macy's Christmas Day Parade. We always watch that every year.
I can't really say that because I'm usually burnt out on Christmas by the time Christmas actually gets here, like the movies and the music and everything, because especially now everybody starts playing Christmas music at like mid-October, and I'm just like,
Ha!
can we get through Halloween first and maybe the first or second week of November and then start Christmas?
Think of it as the Nightmare Before Christmas themed house.
I guess because I
It could
do.
be both Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah, I do really like Nightmare Before Christmas, but I don't know. I just like the other day, my dad had he always has the radio on, in this house 24/7 if at all possible, and he had it on Christmas music, and I'm in here in my room, and I can hear it through the door. I'm just like, would you please turn it off? I'm tired of Christmas music right now.
Oh. Let's see. Christmas songs, of course, another one that I can't pick favorites, well, except for one, because I listen to it all the time, even though it's not Christmas, even though it's not really Christmassy, it's more wintry. It's called Winter Song by Rob Halford. It's a really great song. I love the lyrics, I love the music and instrumental, and of course, my favorite actual Christmas song being Silent Night and Carol of the Bells.
Okay, now is like I kind of just insinuated, it's not the best time to ask me my favorite Christmas music, at least not on the traditional kind that everybody listens to. But I can tell you my two favorites that nobody actually listens to. One of them because it's new and it has to like get in everybody's head.
Let me guess, it's the hippopotamus one.
No, actually, I do like that one, but it's not my favorite just because I'm not that familiar with it. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas, but it is a really funny song and it'll give you a good laugh. But my favorite is a few years back, My Chemical Romance did a cover of All I Want for Christmas Is You, and it is the best thing ever.
I might have to give that a listen later.
Yep, it's awesome. I love it so much. That is my favorite, especially because I usually am not a big fan of the traditional All I Want to Do just because it's so overplayed. And then my other favorite right now is Broadway just came out with it's not really a Christmas song, but it's like wintry.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the music video makes it look Christmassy because it's got like a reindeer in it. It's called Dasher, and it's I don't know. He just has a way with music. That's really it. I can tell you what my least favorite is because I have heard it probably 50 times this Christmas season already.
And what might that be?
Santa Claus is Coming to Town. It's not that it's a bad song. I'm just really tired of hearing it.
Actually, I don't think I've heard that one yet. Probably mostly because I listen to a lot of rock, metal, and dubstep when I'm driving, so of course I wouldn't be on a specific station for Christmas music.
Yeah. Oh, which I did just think of, I forgot, a movie, The Polar Express. Gotta see that one every year.
Oh yeah.
That's like probably my favorite Christmas movie of all of them. I don't know. But of course, it has the best song because it has the hot chocolate song, that's always fun.
Huh. Well, dang. We're 20 minutes in and we have already gone through my entire list of Christmas areas to cover. What could you think of to add?
Oh, we should talk about the Christmas sweaters because I think I have the best one.
Well, I mean, mine's not a sweater, it's a t-shirt, and it's just Santa Claus with a plaid red shirt with over it and red Santa hat.
Well, for the podcast listeners that can't see,
Huh.
mine it's a fake tinsel tree with little puff balls for ornaments, and then it has literally half of a stuffed cat sticking off of it as the tree topper. It has a little bell on her collar, which you may or may not have heard on my audio, the jingling. And then I have a little Santa Claus pin that lights up that I have stuck on her ear. I thought it needed lights. There they go, flashing.
Ah, wow.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of other Christmas sweaters since I got this one last year, and I still feel like mine is the best. I feel like it's really hard to top this.
Do you have to take the lights and wires out before you wash it?
Well, oh no, I just this is just a pin, so I just pin it, just take it off.
Oh,
And
okay.
And
I
then
thought it was one of those shirts where the electronics were connected to it.
no, and then I've attached a light up necklace to my sweater with safety pins up here at the top. If I could grab I wore it yesterday and I'm almost scared to turn it on because I don't know if I'll get it to turn off again. I couldn't get it to turn off yesterday for a while. It just got stuck. Oh, and then yesterday I actually got some Christmas cat ears because that was the only kind of cat ears I really didn't have.
Well, you could have done like Matt Pat and just gotten your hair dyed red and green.
Nah, I like my kind of pinky purple blue thing I've got going on. Too much to do that.
I can see pink, purple, blue, and silver.
So, you're probably seeing like where some of the blue has faded, and then like probably a little bit where my roots are coming in.
Ah,
Not that I'm
still-
that old. It's just the shade of blonde I am. It looks kind of silver sometimes.
I need to get my hair dyed still, but I'm gonna wait till it's just a little bit longer.
Yeah, because the longer it is, the more apparent it'll be that you've actually dyed it. It looks kind of weird when you have super short hair and you dye it.
Well, I guess we could talk about presents, like that you think you might get, but you're not sure, or that you're hoping to get, but you're not sure if you are.
Well, I'll go ahead. I'll disclose the one that I was talking about earlier that I know I'm getting because I've seen it. I've touched the container and everything. I have to wait just a few more days. This is the 120 set of Faber-Castell polychromos, and I cannot tell you. I have been stalking the internet for months trying to get them at a price that was more that was a little easier to swallow. So just a few more days.
2 more to be exact.
Yes. Well, today and tomorrow. If I can wait that long,
Huh.
be good.
Do you guys do opening one present early?
We have sometimes in the past, but it's not like a thing that we do. I'm really hoping that we do this year because obviously I am way too eager to get those pencils already.
You're like a little child. You can't wait. You can't contain yourself.
Yeah, I usually don't sleep very well Christmas Eve, and then I'm usually, if I don't get up early any other day of the year, I will be up at like as early as I can stand it, but as late as I think is going to be okay to go wake my mom up and be like, can we open presents now? Which is usually sometime between 8 and 10.
Yeah, it's probably the same for us. Like 8 to 11-ish.
If there's one day I'm not gonna sleep in, I will usually not sleep in on Christmas. And I just pulled up my list so I'd have more things to like.
A tradition that we used to do is put shoes outside on the front porch, and we believe that like elves would come and fill them with candy and stuff. Of course, leaving cookies out for Santa and vegetables out for the reindeer.
Oh yeah, we still leave cookies for Santa, although we've gotten in the habit of we don't usually leave milk. We usually leave because we all have like that unspoken thing about like we all know who Santa really is.
Yeah.
So we'll usually leave out like a diet soda and cookies.
Well, I guess he's not that much of an alcohol drinker, beer drinker.
Not at our house.
Because your mom won't allow it?
Well, no, because it depends on what year, which one of them is quote unquote playing Santa. So it'll either
Or
be,
Mrs. Claus.
yeah. So if it's Mrs. Claus, it'll be like a Diet Dr. Pepper, which I don't know how anybody drinks any diet soda, but whatever. And if it's actually Santa, it'll be like a Diet Mountain Dew. I saw you make a motion. Do you have a thing about diet soda or something?
Diet Pepsi is the bomb. I love
But
Diet
regular
Pepsi.
Pepsi's better.
No, it's worse. Such a huge difference.
I mean, yes, you can say without argument there is a huge difference. It's just I'm sorry. I've tried many diet sodas. I have not liked a
How
single.
about Diet Cheerwine?
Just no. Just no.
I
But
guess
although
I
it's
shouldn't
not
say.
the worst. The worst is probably either Diet A&W root beer or Diet Canada Dry. Like, I cannot tell you. Ginger ale should not be diet. Let me make that statement.
Well, I'm not that much a fan of root beer. I can only probably tolerate Moxie, which is a root beer from Maine, where Zach is from, because he brought me an entire case one time, and it's still in my closet after 2 years. It's probably expired, but whatever. It's just the sugar is so potent, and the caffeine is potent.
I don't
and
know.
strong.
Is it like is it canned or is it like bottled?
It can be bottled, it can be canned.
No, I mean like the one that you have that you're concerned might be expired.
Canned.
You might be okay then, because I think we've had like soda cases sitting around for 2 years and it was fine.
But I think I'm good. I gave some of them to my old teacher because I forgot which diabetic or which disorder is supposed to have sugar.
I think there are 2 types of diabetes, and it's like one you're not supposed to really have any at all, I think, and then one you can have it, but you have to like monitor your intake of it.
Yeah, he has that one.
Yeah. I remember when we did Secret Santa, and not only did I make the Carrie poster, I also got a bunch of taffy and a bunch of Diet Pepsi for him. I don't know. If you like diet soda, that's your business. I'm just saying, I personally, I can't. I've tried. Give me the full sugar version.
That was fun. I wish I could do it for him again this year, but I haven't been able to have a car to drive there.
I just haven't had time. I mean, I have time now, but I think they're out for Christmas break now, so
Yeah.
that wouldn't matter anyway.
I'm probably going to wait until after break is back, and then I will definitely go.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be going back because I'm supposed to hear back from the art teacher about my painting, because I finally heard back from her, and she's like, yeah, I haven't heard from the person that wanted to buy it, so if I haven't heard from her by the time that we get back, which is the 3rd, then
I wonder when they got out. I think they got out on the 18th.
that would,
Well, I might be
that would
wrong.
make sense. It depends on what their makeup days were from like all the chaos that we've had around here.
Oh yeah. I
It-
can imagine.
Looking at the calendar, they might have had like an early release on the 19th and then got out. Of course, I think we all know nobody shows up
Huh.
on
Yeah.
like the day before, unless you're me and you're like, well, we're not going to do anything anyway, and I really don't need the absence. So
I don't think I've ever been to a makeup day. Well, weekend makeup day anyway.
no, that's the only thing I won't do is I will not show up to Saturday or a Sunday. I will not do it. It goes against every fiber in my being to do that.
Yeah, tell me about it. What else? Christmas. I guess we could talk about ornaments. What are your favorite Christmas ornaments?
This really cute little I think he's supposed to be the Mouse King or the Mouse Prince or something, but like a nice version. And he's so cute, and he's wearing like a little like white suit and a little crown, and he's so cute.
And yet she cannot think that way about real mice, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, in my defense, lots of people don't like real mice, and if it's somebody's pet in a cage, that's one thing. But if it is a wild rodent running loose in the house and it's not supposed to be there and it's chewing up everything, and no.
Guys, comment down below if you agree or disagree.
But and then we've got a couple that are really like just for me type ornaments. They don't really go with anything. I have a little koala who's like little furry and he's really cute. We have like a little, I call him a frappuccino because that's like the cup I'm most familiar with that looks like him, but I think he's supposed to be like a slushie or something with googly eyes, and he's really cute. I'm gonna say everything's cute. Let's see. There's a little like patchwork owl that we have. He's adorable. There's a Monster High ornament that I have. That obviously, I'm trying to think what other ornaments we have that I really like.
I've got an entire bucket full of like handmade ornaments from when I was in kindergarten through elementary school, and I've got some new ornaments that I really like, which is a Doctor Who TARDIS, time and relative dimension in space, and a game controller ornament that I got from Target. So those two are on my tree right now, standing out from all the other blue ornaments, snowflakes, and icicles.
I really oh, I had it now. We have a lot of handmade ornaments on ours between me and my brother, and I like them, but I wouldn't say any of them are necessarily my favorites, just because me being the artist that I am, I look back on them now and I'm like, oh, this could be so much better by doing this, and you could do this to that one, but I actually, there's one of them that I really remember because it was such a precious thing when we were making it in class, and I'm just like, and I look back on it now and I'm like, you made that process really not fun by like being so precious about it and holding our hands to it. There was hot work involved, so I understand to that extent, but at the same time, it's like it wasn't. I would look back on it and I'm like, it's cute, but it wasn't fun to make. It was kind of not fun to make, honestly.
Forced.
Yeah, I guess that's really my problem. It was just a little too forced and not I feel like when you make decorations, like that's supposed to be part of the fun is making it and having a good time, which most of the handmade ones, at least that I remember, were, because you know you're little and like you get to spend a day coloring and gluing stuff together. But that one in particular, I'm just like, you weren't fun. I don't. You're cute. You're making one, but you weren't as fun to make as anyone else on this tree.
I think it was second or third grade that I made a clay Christmas stocking ornament. And I still have it unbroken. And now I need to get a ginormous bin to fit all of my ornaments that I have collected over the years.
And I just had something and I lost it in my brain. It was about the handmade ones. What was it? Oh dear.
Huh. I hate it when that happens.
Because there was one. Oh, right. I have one somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's very small. It was probably my favorite to make. We did that. That was as late as 8th grade, I think, when we made that one. And it's I don't know if you or anybody listening has ever done this. It's have you ever taken like a piece of plastic, and it's like you draw on it and then you put it in an oven and it'll shrink up and then it'll uncurl back out a little bit and then you have a little hard plastic thing. I've done that twice.
I have never heard of this process, so I would have to say I haven't.
Yeah,
But perhaps some of our viewers have heard of this.
I don't know what it's called. You have to use like a number 6 plastic though, or otherwise like the fumes from the plastic are supposed to not be good for you, I think. But
Number 6 plastic.
Yeah, I've done that twice. Once in 7th grade, and that was the only thing I liked about that math teacher was that one project she did, and I have that one somewhere, and I did Pikachu on that one, a female Pikachu. And then
a female Pikachu.
Yeah, the difference is in the tail. Like the tail on a female Pikachu is shaped a little bit more like a heart at the very tip.
Oh.
Yeah. And then the other time, like I said, was in 8th grade and we made Christmas ornaments. And I have no idea what I've done with that one, but I know it's around here somewhere. And it's just fun because you get to like actually draw whatever you want. I wish I had like the means to do that myself, like the oven and the plastic and everything, and that I would love to like do that some more, a lot.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. I can't believe I haven't noticed differences in Pokemon genders.
Oh yeah, there's a whole. Some of them don't have any differences between them. Some of them do, and then some Pokemon don't have a gender at all, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, if you get like one of the guides or like if you look at usually like online Pokedexes, will kind of detail the differences if there are any. And some of them are so subtle you have to. I remember I have a guide for Platinum, and it shows you the differences. And sometimes I was like, I don't get it. I don't see any differences here, and I would have to stare at it for a few minutes and just like, oh, now I see it, kind of.
I wonder what Eevee's difference would be.
Like.
Oh, sorry, I meant Eve's. Oh.
I'm not sure if Eevee has differences. Eevee might be one of the few that is like the same for both. I'm gonna look that up. Oh, apparently, It looks like maybe in Let's Go, the newest games, they just added a difference. And it's just the pattern on the tip of the tail.
Ah,
I'm double checking that. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, that's what it is. But before that, it, as far as I know, it didn't have one, and I'm not seeing that it did before that either. Which it kind of makes sense because, like I mentioned, the difference for Pikachu is that the tip of its tail is more heart-shaped if it's a girl, and that's kind of what they've done here. If you're Eevee in Let's Go as a girl, the pattern on the tip of the tail is more rounded and more heart-ish like, kind of, if you see it from the side. So that kind of makes sense. I see they're trying to like draw the connection between them, I think. This is supposed to be about Christmas. How'd we get on Pokemon?
oh. Who knows? If this was a video, they could be animated with Christmas clothing.
Well, that would be cute, like a little Eevee and a little Christmas hat.
Oh yeah.
I'd
Nice
say
little.
Pikachu, but Pikachu gets all the special outfits already, so.
That's because he thinks he's so special and great.
I
Being
mean,
the face of Pokemon.
hey, it was almost it was almost either Clefairy or Clefable, one of the two. And I think one of my Poketubers I'm subscribed to actually like detailed and said that somehow, miraculously, they changed it to Pikachu because they thought Pikachu would appeal more to girls.
Wow. Okay. That's
So the little,
interesting.
yeah, the little yellow mouse Pokemon will appeal to girls more than the pink one, apparently. That's not usually how marketing works, but hey, now we have Pikachu.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, I guess that just does about everything I could think of for a Christmas podcast. 40 minutes in, not bad.
Yeah, I mean, it gives people more time to, like, if they want to listen on Christmas Day and then go hang out with their families.
Yeah, I guess that does it. Thank you for coming on to the podcast with me, doing this.
Oh, no problem. I'm still disappointed that our other person couldn't be here.
Yes, it's sad, but he will most definitely try and make it for the next podcast. Don't worry, viewers. We will make sure of it. But he's just been busy of late and stressed out and stuff. So give him some love in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Stay safe out there.